All right, so welcome back again, and this is Football Pitch Fans. And as you all know, here we talk about football, tactical analysis, and here we discuss and dissect matters regarding football. And today we actually want to do a preview on Brighton versus Chelsea. It's actually a game which we definitely have opening the week for us. And here in the studio with me, I have Chelsea fan, Ice.
Cowboy.
And there too, in the studio with me, I have Manchester United Godfather. All right, so in this game, we're going to look at the tactics, formation, and how Maresca can actually line up against this Brighton side. And also, at the end of this video, we're going to be dropping our predictions. So you better stick around to see our predictions to this game. Tell me, Chelsea, how are Chelsea fans feeling after playing Brighton? Because in the FA Cup they played Brighton and Brighton actually defeated them 2-1 in that game. How are Chelsea fans feeling? Are you going to this game feeling revenge, or are you going into this game feeling so down and feel like a deja vu can actually repeat himself again?
Well, it's going to be a vengeance, because I always say vengeance is for the Lord. I'm not supposed to help the Lord, but I have a say. Well, Brighton won us in the FA Cup clash, but it was a robbery. It was a clear robbery because there was a handball by Lamptey in the build-up to the goal. But there's no VAR, and these days the English referees are not even what they are supposed to be. And no VAR in the FA Cup even makes officiating even more difficult. Makes it more difficult, and that was why Brighton was able to snatch that win from Chelsea. But now coming to my Chelsea side, Mazi Maresca or Guinea, what is happening? What is happening to my boys? Because I did see these boys, I'm not seeing the gameplay. I'm watching my boys party in the field because they are not playing football. What are you doing to these boys? What are you doing in the training ground? Are you training them? Because I'm not seeing this play style again. I'm not seeing the tactics. I'm not seeing the good football. I'm just seeing 11 guys turn up playing anywhere but left face. For me. Nah, Maresca, we need to do a lot of work.
All right, so let's go into this game more tactically right now. In 5 meetings, Chelsea versus Brighton, Chelsea have actually had, 4 wins, while Brighton have just 1 win in this encounter. And right now, in their brink of the FA Cup defeat to Brighton, Chelsea actually played not really convincing. But how can they now turn this around and actually get a statement from this game coming? Now, let's talk about the formations which the both managers play. They both play a 4-2-3-1 formation. Do you think this game is going to be, a formation game or tactics game, rather, I would say, because, in previous game they played, their last game, we saw how tactics was in play. Brighton actually exhibiting their high-line defense and actually playing better side of this 4-3-2-1 formation. Do you think Maresca have learned from, the past defeat by Brighton to actually try to, induce a juicy flavor to this formation?
Well, Maresca, I will always say, is a smart coach. He's a very smart man, tactical coach. So, and he has a lot of tactics up his sleeves. Still backing that up. Going into that match, Maresca have learned. He's always learning. And I like what he does with his squad. He's able to make changes to his squad and still secure results, yeah? He shows his level of smartness. Now, we lost that match because of the players he even chose to start, because you were starting KDB and Kuzeri Hall in the position where Enzo Fernandez should be playing when Enzo Fernandez is fit. You are not supposed to be making this kind of changes and silly changes, because we need the FA Cup. We don't have a lot of trophies in our hands where we can win, because at the moment we can't win the Premier League. I don't see Chelsea carrying the Premier League title. So the FA Cup title is an English cup we would have won this season. So I expected him to start with his A games, but then there was a trick in the formation, starting Dewsbury's Hall, my Nkunku, although Jackson is injured, Maguire is injured. I don't have all my strikers are injured. So now Nkunku have to play the striker position. He has to be forced to play the striker position. There's nothing that can be done. So with all these things in play, but my team will still come out victorious. And this is why.
Okay.
Now, my four defenders, yeah, my wing backs are faster and better than that of of Brighton, because although we started Gusto and Cucurella, but going to the PL fixture, I want Reece James to be started, Reece James and Cucurella. Then Chalobah and Tosin can continue at that central back. Then for the defensive pair, the two defensive pairs should be Caicedo. The defensive midfield pair should be Caicedo and Enzo. Palmer should play the number 10 role. And then my front three should be Sancho, Neto, and of course Nkunku, because Maguire and Nicholas Jackson are both injured. And with that formation, we'll win the match.
All right, so I quickly want to ask you, Godfather, tell me, do you think, Brighton actually has what it takes to cause an upset, against Chelsea? Or do you think they're going to have the replica of what they actually did against Chelsea in the FA Cup, seeing, Belaba and also Welbeck clicking the line? Tell me, do you think they have what it takes to replicate that same performance right now?
I think Chelsea always has the better part of Brighton, right? But these days, Brighton have shown to be very, very, very stubborn, and for that, they are going to cause an upset, a really, really big upset and disaster against Chelsea defense. Chelsea has everything, all the players disposable at their hands right now, but they don't have the defense. I don't see Tosin trying to defend against my boy Welbeck, or is it Baleba or Mitoma, bro. Chelsea should either stand on their A game or they go collect.
All right now, let's look at it this way. Lastly, do you feel, because to me, I feel it's not just a defensive problem right now to Chelsea. Chelsea is having an attacking problem as well. It's creativity problem as well. Have you seen that Palmer playing that number 10 stroke, number 8 role with the formation they're playing? If you're saying they're playing a 4-2-1-3 formation, definitely Palmer is doing more of the creative and also supporting the striker. Right now, Chelsea to me has two major problems. Right now, creativity and also defensive problem. Now, do you think this is a stage in a season where you definitely regret Chelsea letting Joao Felix go?
Obviously. And my coach coming out to say we don't miss him and we don't regret. I regret on your behalf, sir. I regret. Because at the moment, our right wing is not functioning. And this is the time where you would tweak the formation. Take Kopama to the right wing because he's brilliant. Take Kopama to the right wing and bring Joao Felix to the number 10 role. And then you will secure results. Like, should I be coaching Chelsea? Should I be, how do I know these things that you don't, Mazi Maresca? How do I know these things that you don't? And you're supposed to be the head coach. Resign, let me take this job. Because you're not going to make me frustrate every week. Now, look at me. Look at me. Chelsea wants to kill me.
Chelsea will not kill you for us.
Yeah.
All right, so definitely that's what I feel right now. Joao Felix going should be a kind of worrisome or concern. And Joao Felix on his own have said he don't want to come back to Chelsea. How Maresca still treated him and left him to rot on the bench. And right now it is what it is. For me, Maresca should try to, tweak a little bit the formation, have Palmer playing at the right wing, because definitely that's where it started from, even in Man City, even in Chelsea, the first season in Chelsea, he actually played at the right wing and actually got, double figure goals. Right now, the right wing is not functioning. Let Palmer play from there and find someone who can actually play from the middle, but it is what it is. Now, let me hear it from you. What do you think is going to be the expected scoreline, and also where do you think the battle is going to be in this game?
Well, my expected scoreline is 2-1 in favor of Chelsea. And the battle remains the midfield.
So you feel right now Caicedo, Enzo and Palmer don't have what it takes to compact,
against
that.
Minte.
Yeah.
No, we obviously have a higher hand, but it's still going to be a competitive midfield.
I think Chelsea is just going to use their experience against them, because Brighton's midfield actually is just based on strength and energy. You understand? The fast pace, the youngins and all of that. So Chelsea is going to use their advantage of their experience against them.
All right, so right now, what do you think is going to be the expected scoreline for you in this game?
Brighton is winning Chelsea 1-0.
You didn't think that hard. All right, so it is what it is, but for me, I'm seeing this game to be a goal galore, a 3-1, but I don't know which either team is going to win. But all my heart goes to Chelsea to definitely try to salvage results from this game if Maresca should actually trick this formation because we saw Brighton and played them with that formation. Brighton seems, so confident and so comfortable playing that formation. But it is what it is. Let's see how Maresca can actually and Caicedo can keep Georginho there on the brink of not doing anything at all, because he is the key man making things happen apart from Mitoma on the flank and also Minte on the flank. So this is where we are definitely, drawing the curtain here today. Please don't forget to stick with us. That after this game, we're going to be doing a fan interview. This is where we're going to see the raw fan experience to know how Chelsea fans are going to react after this game. But it is what it is. We hope that Chelsea can actually come out on this Valentine's Day with this important result to celebrate a season of love for their fans. Isn't that what it is?
Let love lead.
Let love lead.
So what's the last word right now for Chelsea fans?
Pray, you. Pray. Prayer is the key.
All right, so prayer is the key. That's the key word going into this game. But let's see how Chelsea can actually stand tall and try to do their due diligence to revenge against Brighton. And here in the studio with me on this review, Ice Cowboy Palmer. And there I have
Manchester United Godfather.
All right, so it is what it is. Thank you so much for sticking up to us up to this moment. Thank you and see you on the next one.